areas of the map that had no information about the enemy whereabouts. We saw him getting taken out here and there. Is this a common thing that we've seen from Sutsujin?
Usually it's not Sutsujin.
Overconfidence, I think.
I think it's part of RRQ's style to actually have some. It's like they're testing the limits in a sense of like how far they can go when it comes to map control. So sometimes you do see them make moves where it's risky and it's almost an 80% like pick off potential if they walk into the whole team. But when they don't, it gives them big value. And we see that being done by Dairon, by Rins, and by Sutsujin as well as Edok, of course. So when it works really well. But when things are just so clean and so calculated, those kinds of moments can really swing tides in favor of your opponents. So I really feel like if RRQ wants to try and still occasionally send Sutsujin alone into a dangerous area or Rins alone to a dangerous area, you can do so when you're kind of even or even when you're ahead. But once things are getting kind of, when they're kind of behind, I feel like that needs to stop. Right? They have to try and make sure that they don't keep making the same mistake and then eventually lose control over the whole game. Especially against a team like ONIC, who very rarely lets go of the control once they have it in their grasp.
Yeah, but for the first game, I think RRQ do an improved one. Because if we see that when they against ONIC on the final upper bracket and against Gig, they rarely got the early game. But now, on the first game, they do the homework, they got the early game, but they tilt on the mid game. That's why I think they need to fix that on this second game if they want to take the revenge.
I completely understand your point, Golius, but I do feel like that ONIC, they understand that, yeah, like first 2 minutes, their composition isn't that strong. Sure, they have a Kalea, but after that first, interaction, that first turtle, okay, ONIC understands that, okay, we're not that strong for that first 5 minutes, so they played a little bit laid back, wait for Severo, especially hitting that Holy Crystal, then they start to be more active, start to look for counterplays to equalize what they lost in that first couple of minutes, I have to say. So yeah, RRQ improved early game, but what's next? That is the crucial question. Can RRQ get that early game and translate it to the mid game?
Yep. Because the next thing is how they hold the advantage, how they hold the map control. That's the problem.
And the thing is with before that, let's go into the drafting phase before we go on any further.
It was okay if you wanted to continue.
Let's continue.
Okay, well, I was about to say that once they actually have some momentum, have their lead in the early game, they have to try and figure out how they want to team fight properly as well. If they know that they can't win the front to back, they know that their main dive tools are going to be, stopped by Sans or maybe Keyboy. They have to try and adapt immediately there. So at this point, it's no longer strategy, it's also tactics individually when it comes to a 5v5.
Okay, let's see the adaptations coming in from RRQ here as they look to secure this next game point for themselves. We're looking at the drafts now presented by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy S25 series. Okay, the bans and picks are coming in fast, and it's important to note that ONIC and RRQ have actually opted to swap sides, so neither are on their preferred side, I believe.
So, yeah, I think ONIC with that Lancelot last big value, RRQ do not want to overthink, because then they tried to limit Kyrie's hero earlier, but with the Lancelot, it just nullifies the Surat. So RRQ, they're trying a new quote-unquote approach, being on the second pick for the second game. Farsa instantly picked up. A lot of options. It's gonna be Hayabusa and the high loss, the double H combo.
Hayabusa on Sutsujin, another signature pick, but we just haven't seen this pick all that often, so there are concerns there. And Dairon now being on the high loss, it's not that big playmaker, but we've seen him deliver in the laning phase and also with the clutch, glorious pathways before. But of course, when you see Hylos on Dairon, then you know something big is coming for Edok. It's almost a guarantee. It needs to happen for RRQ to have enough threats, especially with ONIC picking up the Joy.
I was about to say the Badang.
I love the Badang pick, actually, because Badang can really stop Hayabusa, especially for the momentum. Like, it have a long duration of the crowd control, using the fist crack, fist wall, and anything. But now, Sans with the Farsia. I think we already saw it 2 days ago.
Yeah.
That it's very terrifying, Farsia. Now, what is the answer from RRQ? Are they gonna like facing against Farsha using the high ground, another high ground like Eve, or they wants to play with Kimi?
Selena is a potential pick
Yep.
as well, right? But they will prio the Harith first. So now, ONIC, they can try to limit the mages in that second phase.
All right. What are we looking at here? Eve, Ben,
I feel like Selena can come
Valentina?
through. Selena.
I think Valentina is also an option.
Valentina is a dangerous hero
Oh,
picked
okay.
by RRQ right now, but they prefer to respect Edok's Tigreal because the momentum from Edok's Tigreal, we already seen it that it makes comeback against on the final upper bracket against ONIC, right?
Yes, sir.
Four heroes implosion.
Exactly. And that's with them already ready for it anyways. So it definitely is a special kind of type feel. The question is though, again with the joy there, suppression becomes very valuable. So are ONIC gonna still respect the Franco even along with that? And if that happens, is Edok gonna go back on the Ruby? Or is there another different alternative that post Ketsu is gonna get for him?
We didn't see Zhao Head, right, on this playoff.
No, I don't think we have.
Yep. Because Zhao Head, I think, still had the opportunity if they want to like conquer the early game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the things that we're looking at definitely. With the CC being banned out, do you think that this could be flex? Hylo's flex for Edok? And then they pick up a Phobius for Dyron?
It could be. Especially when they bend the CC as well. I think it's hinting that they want something that can kind of broaden out in the EXP lane. They go for the Yi first though, and this is a point that a lot of people have been making, a lot of talents like KB have been making about RRQ as well. They're really like having that EXP lane matchup, favor Dyron, considering his impact, especially with controlling the early game neutral objectives.
So what are we looking at now for ONIC to close things out? We're still looking at a gold laner and potentially a
Ranger.
roam or an EXP.
Ranger might be work if they want to face against the Harith. But Baxia,
Wow. But, well,
because the rotation will be very quick if you're using the Baxia, but the problem is like the AoE crowd control using the Baxia. But Irritel is coming.
it's all about speed here for ONIC.
Yeah.
The Joy, the Farsa, the Baxia, and everything all move really, really fast.
Yeah.
But there comes the signature Franco.
And now
Oh,
Franco is coming.
Although if you look at it, you don't have a lot of burst damage to try and use that Iron Hook effectively. So worst case scenario here, especially with ONIC having the Baxia, this tanky solid hero that doesn't really get taken out that easily, this Franco might just be nullified. That's the main concern here for RRQ.
So will the Franco actually be the ground-breaking thing that they require for RRQ, or will it be the ground breaker for RRQ for game number 2? As we're going to throw it over to our casters. What do you guys think about the drafts?
Thank you, panelists. And it's up to this game number 2. We'll have to see who will be able to either get an extra point or equalize. But thoughts about the draft, we were kind of mauling in that drafting phase, Mirko.
Unorthodox drafts for both of them here, I would say, right? Not the usual ONIC, not the usual RRQ even, but one thing stays constant. You gotta put playmaker heroes on Edok.
That is inevitable. And now we go back to the land of dawn to witness game number 2 of this grand finals best of 7 again. Savero with the Erythel. We had our thoughts on maybe that he might possibly pick up that Harith in the first phase, but he did not at all. So now, with the Erythel against the Harith, what do you think about this lane, Mirko?
I think it's a non-lane. For the most part, both of them will just be looking to survive in lane, waiting for their item power spikes. I really wonder why they didn't decide to go for the 1-1 here for ONIC. I guess because they saw the Eve. Keyboy now walks up again, spinning Edok down for a bit. It's a bit of a poke. Rin's actually winning, and now Keyboy could flicker out. Could have been bad.
Yeah, he had to flicker away. And Edok again with the early pressure alongside the Franco.
Yep.
And it's up to their rotations, right? Edok alongside RRQ. That trio mid will have to be able to just enable themselves. I mean, with the Hayabusa in the hands of Tsujin, you would expect him to want to snowball early on, especially up against what could be a late game comp as well from ONIC. The Erythel carries that. I mean, the Farsa even. And that first pick Farsa, it's like they want to play through Sans's, strong hero.
At the same time, walking up knows there's no Iron Hook to flicker out already. Now Shield Unity, Electrifying Beats, and Sans claims first blood. RRQ on the back foot early on. Watch Shadow not landing.
Sutsujin looking for a play, but no. ONIC doesn't want to entertain that idea. But it's up to RRQ. Want to stabilize the lead. Severo up top, just meddling things alongside Toy. When we talked about, Severo with the Harith, it is a very strong pick for him. And then from Toy, though, it feels like he's stepping out of his comfort zone, because what we saw the past few days was Toy only playing with the Ranger, playing with the 1-1. And in the previous game, he wasn't able to deliver as well. This game, though, with the Harith, it might be different. ONIC dips on the turtle. Dyron close by as well. Sans with the wings by wings might look for an angle, but Edok is there to screen for him.
Ooh, feather airstrike with a solo perhaps on Edok. Good dodges. One last shot is all he needs. Going in for it. Edok has the bloody hunt, gets taken down. Ludwig, shield unity, forcing a quad shadow defensively. Walks back in, revitalize, and the RWM on him.
Oh, Ludwig has to go back low on HP. He's gone, and it's up to Dyron to follow up, but Kyrie gets the turtle.
T-Boy's just taking a few shots now. Free turtle for ONIC. And it's because of the crazy aggression Severo up top against the Harris. Never mind, not a non-lane when Severo's on the Irithel.
I want to get my opinion out there in the air. I mean, Irithel against the Harith, you would expect the Harith to have much more survivability, right? The shielding and all that. The poke as well. But again, Irithel is a kind of a mobile hero with the crossbow, with a heavy crossbow, and the burst damage from it as well. But as of now, it's ONIC with a 2-kill lead. Not much of a gold lead mounted just yet, but RRQ know they have to rely on pickoffs. But is the burst damage enough, right? I mean, you have that hook, Dyron, Doors Pathway, flickered out.
Good flicker out, but the airstrike coming down now with the pin down with the piss crack as well. Ida unable to get the bloody hunt, and Thompson to Jin with the shadow kill. Kyrie with electrifying beast still in the midst of it all. Dyron, the horse is all alone, isolated from the rest of the kingdom.
Severo was riding to the night. He thought that maybe his powers would be needed, but ONIC says no. Without you, we are able to get the kills. And this is now audience prediction by the new application. GoPay still favors RRQ slightly though, 59% to 41%. And RRQ, again, WinCon, they have to be able to get the Sutsujin online. Yep. They have to be able to rely on Toy for the late game later on. At least they have that insurance in their pockets. And now Edok might fish for something, but Severo, he thinks that this is fishy. Sans is here to back up.
Oh, Sans just dodging away from it. Edok definitely had an advantage there. I don't think ONIC were aware of Edok's whereabouts, but still, a bit too clean. They're always just jittering, like in the moves, right? Usually you walk, it's a bit straightforward, but they know there's a Franco. They know he could be anywhere on the map, so they would always just sidestep a bit, you know?
At least it keeps them on the feet, right? With Kyrie now, the Starlium site completed. Done and dusted. Norris pathway open. Another miss hook, but now it's up to Sans.
No flicker in. RWM locking him down in the backline. But Kyrie jumps into the electrifying beats over the rins. No bloody hunt from Edok. He's waiting. And I think it cost him the fight.
Toy is walking close. So is Severo, and that is Rins just deleted out of the fight, out of the equation. Even Sutsujin was bursted down quickly. Severo, you don't want to play with fire. Edok is coming close. But he knows it's a Miratel. Dyron.
Shield unity. Dyron all alone, pinned down to the wall. The high-lows. Electrifying beats. He's going to have to die to the music of Kai.
Sweet, sweet music for ONIC. Playing the songs to their favorite tunes. It's Turtle. It's all free for the taking. And now it's RRQ again, right? If we want to talk about objective contests, it feels like RRQ, they're a bit behind, but now they go bursting in.
All in the Franco, and he won't be able to find a pick. Feathered airstrike with the shield unity and the pin down of Ludwig. Substitute with the retribution, unable to find it. Wow! Kai so on point.
Oh no.
On the retribution.
Add insult to injury. Rubbing salt to the wound.
Whoa. Dodges away from, wings by wings. Gila, you see it in his eyes. A stun in the bottom lane. Toy walking up the glorious pathway now. Dyron with the help of Toy. Divine Force already used. No stun for Dyron, and it's going to just be an easy escape for Kai.
It is very, very easy. Doesn't break a sweat doing it. 2 ultimates expanded, but at least those cooldown reductions do come in clutch.
Good.
Minion kills from Season 1 to Season 15. I'm not good with maths.
That's 119 million.
109 million, my bad.
7,002.
That's a lot of minions.
3. Boom. 4 in the mid lane. Feather and airstrike. EDOG with the Iron Hook, able to find him with a Flicker too, but it's only onto Lutpi. I think ONIC are fine with that. Kyrie now knows there's no bloody hunt. RWM locking him down. Diamond pops in. The glorious pathway. Sunsujin! Pinned down by Keyboy!
He's stuck! The assassin gets assassinated! That was Keyboy with the fist break, X fist crack combo. Now Sans has to reposition Sutsujin. That death might be significant. It's ONIC now, restabilizing the lanes up top. It's Kyrie playing that side lane pressure. 4 kills to his name even. He was contemplating for that assassination in the mid lane, but thankfully, he held his ground.
So tough. Oh! Hook landing, but there's no bloody hunt this time around. Keyboy. We're doing out the safe. These are my force already used up by Toy. Oh,
Keyboy.
Punch to the face. Glorious pathway. Sutsujin back away. Now it's going to be the kill over. And it will be Keyboy taken down. No flicker as well, EDOG. Ooh, Lutpi actually pops the poisons there.
They don't have to fight it. I mean, yeah, sure. Keyboy got hooked. He might die, but that's a roamer only. So RRQ, they have to be content with that, but they have Cryo on Turtle. Toy has Mother of Heaven, so that might be the life steal he needs.
Shield immunity from Lutpi, walking in towards the Turtle, landing on Diamond. Now it's done as well, connecting. RWM locking him down. Zaman Force coming down as well. Kai! Still with the steal on the Turtle as EDOG gets taken out. Unstoppable.
Mr. Consistent with the retribution. It was the purple buff steal, and now it's the Turtle connecting on towards himself. Side lanes again activated. Holy Crystal for the joy. Looking for that burst damage to just go in, go out. That's it.
Sutsujin. Alright, in-game equipment check. Winter Crown first item for EDOG. That's going to be a massive ability as long as he's able to be the one aggressing. Unfortunately for EDOG, he hasn't been able to really push the tempo with a Franco signature pick. And it's not really his fault. I'd say there's just too much CC. Say you flicker in and Bloody Hunt. You're going to get cancelled instantly without that Winter Crown because Lutpi is right there. The stun as well from Sans. And there's a big boy, a big Malaysian boy who has iron fists.
Badang is Malaysian?
Yeah, it's a Malaysian hero.
I thought it was Filipino.
That's Lapu-Lapu.
We'll have to check it. But yeah, it's up to ONIC to close this one out. It feels like that 3.8k gold lead might just accrue even further. Lutpi checking that bush, rolling in. Dyron under pressure.
Trying to bait out that iron hook from EDOG, but he knows better than to go for it. He knows Keyboy's somewhere here, lingering.
Smelly, sniffing around that bush. Looking for Keyboy, feather airstrike committed, but not continued. And it's now ONIC regrouping together. Side lanes though, pushing in favor of RRQ up top as well. ONIC, if they buy time here, that wave might just crash. But now, they want to focus on this mid lane. I think it's worth it for them. Dyron goes in on Keyboy.
Punch in the face, shield immunity. Now coming in, cancel with the Winter Crown with a Bloody Hunt. He's still able to find it. Sans in the back line. No! Lutpi in the back. Kyrie with electrifying beats. Going to be using it over. Toys him on for Savero still free hitting. As Riz gets taken very low. Iron Hook with Feather Airstrike locks him down. Lutpi taken out by Riz.
The flicker saves Rins. That was so close for him to dying as he picks up his Divine Glaive, but Sans, an everlasting threat for RRQ's backline. This is the Farsa. You don't need to focus on the front line. Just can go for the backline, burst them all down, and then the front line gets neglected because there is not enough damage output. And now Kyrie with the Blood Wings, he knows he needs that defensive ability, that shielding that might help him to go for those assassinations. And the Lord Dance Keyboy with the conceal.
Oh, Keyboy finds Toy out of all of them. The perfect target. He was almost able to find Sutsujin on that pin. And you can see him feeling it. The man in Season 11 who said, this is Keyboy.
That is Keyboy. He's back like he's never left. And now ONIC, they want to advance even more. Shadow kill to clear the minion. A cannon one at that. So at least for now, ONIC, they have no choice but to go back. No waves being built. But the Lord up top might just charge in for them. Down bottom though, it's kind of equal. Now item check for both teams. Savero, 3 items to the GDS as well. So that might add more crit, that might add more burst damage because we haven't really seen Savero much in the action just yet.
Mainly adding more mobility, right? When you ult with a heavy crossbow and then you sprint, that really is going to be a Ducati even without the skin. Super fast. RRQ won't be able to find the Bloody Hunt. That's the crucial choice for RRQ to go for in the draft. They wanted to play with the playmaking of EDOG, but ONIC have found a way to shut him down, not just in the drafts, but in the game itself. Oh, Kai Bloody Hunted! He doesn't care! 2v1, and he likes those odds. The god in the jungle, Kyrie.
Kyrie Houdini keeps on doing it again and again. You've heard about him, you've seen him, and he is inevitable. ONIC, they grasp this chance. 10 fingertips, both hands. They might just go for that 2-0 blow. This wave is building in the middle. And even Sans just casually flying in.
He doesn't care. Wings by wings already used. Kai jumps in again for the airstrike, locks Tyron down, singing to the music, to the beats of ONIC. Look, Poissons, a lot of damage placed on him, but they will stay alive. Only base turrets left in the kingdom of RRQ. E-Dog, Iron Hook in the flanker, binding Sans. Oh, Keyboy! With a cancel on the back of Sans, gets away. Now it's Kai!
Kyrie going to the back. He might look for the assassination as he looks so low.
Tyrant, Lone Stallion alone. The Iron Hook lands, but it's onto the minion wave. Sutsujin, Shadow Kill Sans! Gila Sans!
Gila ONIC. Everybody is playing out of their goddamn mind. The Sky Kings again descending to the castle of RRQ. The kingdom in crumbles. As now Toy looking for a Hail Mary play.
Goes him on force. ONIC playing around again. Yikes.
Wow.
Mid lane base turret going to be threatened now. Sapero already on it. Iron Hook lands. But look, he will take that damage with Feather Airstrike and a few shots. Toy is down to so low.
It feels like ONIC always has that answer, right? When E-Dog wants to play Make with the hook, you get a blast from a red bird in the face. And then you have maybe Kyrie going in. And then you have the Keyboy, the Malaysian fighter, with that fist crack and everything. So it feels like RRQ, they have no chance but just to all in. Not play behind the hook, but maybe look for a flank angle. But thankfully for ONIC, Sutsujin has been completely shut down. The Hayabusa seems non-existent. Conceal play.
The horse can't even run. That's the only thing he's good at. Kai is legendary in game 2.
He's unstoppable. And now they will get this Lord easily. Look at where Sutsujin is. He's looking to get scraps out of the rubbles of the fallen castle, just trying to push the wave, get those minions, go out. But again, it's RRQ with uninvited guests on their castle.
Shield Unity into the stun. Oh, good night, E-Dog. Kyrie in the back, stacking it up, jumping in, nice right beats. Over to the fountain, forcing the mercenary back. Feather Airstrike now, Keyboy! Finding Toy!
No chance. And RRQ, they crumble. But Rins gets the double kill. And they might just defend this entrance. But the crystal exposed. The Lord is here.
Keyboy still looking for the play. Again, still having the Lord. Another pin down over to Sutsujin. Oh! Tabero! Forcing him with a crown. Tyron all alone. Sans just recalling in the face of danger.
Sky Kings again with the 1-2. Knocking out RRQ, Hoshi. And they are on the pedestal now. Up 2 games. It's 2 more to be etched in immortality. And RRQ, Hoshi, they look clueless. They were bending their knees.